K-Crawlers, welcome back. Today, guys, we are taking a look at Prime Worlds. If you guys have been catching my streams, you guys have been noticing I've been playing Prime Worlds all week. And I told everybody at the end of the week I would do a review on what I thought of the game, sort of my opinions on it and stuff like that. So, I've spent probably about 12 hours in the game. Was hoping to get a little bit more than that, but unfortunately I did get a fever towards the end of the week, and I couldn't play as much as I wanted to. So I'm in it at about 12 hours. So that's where we are. Now, the game itself is classified generally as a MOBA. If you guys, for some reason, don't know what a MOBA is, which I doubt it, but a MOBA is the League of Legends, Dota 2, Heroes of Norath, and the upcoming Hearthstone and all the other billion MOBAs that are out there. And all of those MOBAs focus on one particular style of gameplay, and that's pretty much the MOBA traditional style. You get 3 lanes, or it could be 1 lane, and you know, you kill creep, you farm, you try to kill the other players, you kill the other base on the other side. It's pretty set standard gameplay. Tried and true is what it would be considered. So this game has that traditional MOBA style gameplay. However, it is mostly, I would mostly consider it to be an MMO. It's massive in the sense where your characters and everything has a progression system. It's not like League of Legends and Dota, where you basically within the 30 minutes you were building your character up the way you want it to be at that time, and then your character's skills and abilities are all based on that progression within that time frame. This, however, is set in a much larger scale. You start off with a castle, which you build, and 1 hero, and then you do these few quests, tutorial quests, to teach you how to play the game. And then when you finally do get into the MOBA style, your character has a progression scale. So his abilities, unlike in League of Legends, where everyone has access to the same abilities, is different because your character, depending on how many talents, abilities that you have, you can place them wherever you want and adjust them. So just to show you real quick what I mean is these are our heroes. Actually, let me go ahead and show you down here. These are the heroes down at the bottom, and there are quite a few. And you get 1 per level, or you have access to 1 per level that your player is, not your hero. Your player has its own level, or lordship, whatever you want to call it. So let's just go ahead and click Jaeger here. Jaeger has, this is his stats right here. You can see what his stats are at level 1, and his stats at max level, which is 36. Then here you have your talents. Now, talents are similar to the passive abilities and the one, you know, QWER abilities in most of the League of Legends style, the regular MOBAs. So you have abilities, but unlike those abilities, you can replace those abilities and put in new ones. For example, this is an ability for my guy, K-Rawll. Here's the upgrade to K-Rawll, and here's another upgrade to K-Rawll. Okay, these are upgrades for the ability. If I don't want that ability in the game, if I don't ever want to use this and use a different ability, I can replace this. Take these out and replace it with, say, this one, Mental Barrier. When this talent's activated, the hero becomes immune to whatever the hell that symbol means for 2 seconds, and that's an ability I can use. So, in a sense, you're customizing your character's gameplay, or how he's going to be played in the MOBA setting, by adjusting these talents. And you get new talents by playing the game. You can play single player campaigns and then get talents. You can play practice games and you even get talents. Or you can play the regular standard game. There's actually quite a few game modes you could pick. You come over here. These are the game modes that are available. Challenges are usually single player modes, but can be played with multiple people. You can bring them in depending on what the mode is, or depending on what the challenge is. Outpost is sort of a 3 versus 3, sort of a quicker game. Again, I believe you can bring people in on that one. Borderlands is your standard 5v5 gameplay. It's your standard MOBA, and then Practice is also your standard MOBA, but it's you against computers. So you have all these, and they rotate. So you won't always find Outpost here, and you won't always find Borderlands here. But I don't know about the challenges. They may switch or may not. I'm not sure. But down at the bottom here, it actually says this mode will be available till blah blah blah. This mode will be available till blah blah blah, and then they switch out modes. So if we come back here and we go into talents, you can see that I have quite a few talents here. All right. So if I just want to switch one, I can just take whatever this ability is. This is a passive ability. Just remove it, and then come over here and just replace it with another ability of that level. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels. I can just replace another one in there. Say I want strength and health instead. So you can build, you can make a set build and then an off build depending on what kind of situation you might run into. And basically when you're in the game, what you have available is all of this. Now there's no money per se in the game when you're playing the MOBA style. What you're playing, or what you gain, is called Prime. As you're fighting, you gain more Prime, just like you would in League of Legends. League of Legends is gold, it's currency. But in this game, it's Prime. So while you're playing, you collect Prime, and then you basically purchase your abilities and your passives and your items. So it's a lot of. I think it adds a lot more uniqueness to the MOBA style genre by being able to do this, and also that it's more considered an MMO because you're grinding out to look for abilities. You can actually, in this style of play, you could actually make talents. So here is me. Here I am. It's going to take 7 hours, but I can actually. It costs 1 Prime Crystal. And I'm actually making a talent. It's going to generate a random talent from it. And I may be able to use it. Maybe one I already have. Who knows? But you can actually do that. So, along with the MOBA style, this portion, this castle sort of building style, if you guys have ever played Ebony, it's very similar to Ebony, where you build, or Age of Empires or StarCraft, where you build structures to improve let's say storage, or to improve your food collection. You improve all these things to make everything better, and essentially you're building buildings which are actually going to help your player in the battleground as he's fighting. Passive stats, for example, we go to structures and we go for heroes. There's a house for charity. This building, intellect of all your heroes will be increased by 0.5, and energy regeneration by 0.275. So, and you can improve the building, so you'll be able to upgrade the building. So the more upgrades you can afford and make, the more powerful that stat will become as a passive stat while you're playing playing in the MOBA. So it's a little stat, but gradually will be increased, and then you'll be placed into matches accordingly. Okay, so if we come over here and we check out our heroes, if I click this hero, he has a power rating and he has a player or a hero rating. I believe it uses a variation of your power rating and your rating down here to basically to assign matchmaking. It's not very good at the moment. Um, we have been faced against people who really suck, who are lower level than us, very beginners, and we have been faced with people who are way the frick up there. It's just so the matchmaking isn't the best. However, I think it's doing its best according to the player base in the game. So it's going to match you as quickly as possible. If you're waiting too long and can't match you with someone around your level, specifically for the size of your group, it's going to have to match you up with higher people. It's just the way it has to work. So so the matchmaking isn't really the best, but you know it's not much you can do in that aspect. At least I don't think you can. So I find that the talent portion and everything is really awesome, and along with that, every level your character goes up, he gets a mastery point. And each mastery point, you can actually put a stat into health, energy, strength, intellect, agility, cunning, stamina, and will. You can physically put a permanent stat into it. So it's not like your standard ones where every match it ends, your stats are going to be reset and everyone starts at the beginning again. These are permanent stats. Of course, you can pay to pay 2 prime crystals to reset them if you feel you messed up. But it's a permanent stat that goes in there when you essentially building your character. I think is very cool. So basically, what I'm trying to get at, guys, is that no 2 players are going to have the same build. There's not going to be 2 Jaegers with the same build. In fact, there's such a wild array of characters, or a wild array of possibilities to have the same. You can make such a unique build. In League of Legends, a lot of people will play the same thing and just kind of adjust a little by little according to who they're playing against. You know what I mean? It's like these little micro changes. But in this one, you can just completely make a whole new play style for your character. And I think that is just one of the coolest things I've seen in MOBAs to date. Now, I am going to show you guys a practice game just because I think that you guys need to see it. Now, there are not a lot of options, and there are a few things I don't like about the game. One thing I don't like about the game is that this portion that you're looking at here, the castle and everything else, is a completely separate EXE from Prime World, the MOBA style. Completely separate. So when you're doing like recording and stuff like that, it makes it difficult, and even streaming. Luckily, I was able to figure out how to do it with streaming, and I didn't have to fight it too much. And that's mostly because I was using OBS. If I was using XSplit, I would be ripping my hair out. Now, the other thing I don't like is the amount of customizability for my settings. It's so primitive. It's the only thing I don't like. Like, there's so few options. This is all there is for options. You don't even have advanced options for the graphics. You just base high, medium, low. That's it. Resolution, of course, it supports resolution. You can put it in windowed mode for the castle. Personally, my preference is windowed mode with no borders. That's my preference with almost every game. Naturally, with MOBAs or strategy games, you don't want the mouse to go out. So usually they have an option to lock it inside. But the main purpose of having windowed mode with borders is so that I can still have the game frame up, and still be able to search, stuff on my other screen or my monitor, and still have this running in the background. I can see what's going on. Okay, but with it full screen, then it minimizes whenever I want to look at anything else, and I don't like that. The sound options are different for each EXE. The settings are different for each EXE, so you have to set the settings, audio settings for both, video settings for both, game settings for both. And luckily there's not too much, so you don't have to go in there and set everything individually. But the audio is also different, and I didn't like that either. I have to set audio for this game and that game completely different in order for them to match. I thought that was weird. You could also do left click movement, allow participation in maneuvers. So there's not a lot of options in the settings, and that's the one thing really I didn't like there. Okay, so let's go ahead and just grab
Discipline
Jaeger.
takes too much training.
Let's go and practice, and we're gonna go ahead and play. When I click play, it'll come up here. Also down here while I'm showing you guys, you have your friends. Oh, anyways, there's a friends list down at the bottom. You see. And all that. This is where it's switching between the two EXEs, and I hope it didn't freeze there. There it goes. And actually, now that I noticed, the audio in here is actually much larger. I didn't adjust it properly, it seems. But I might have to turn the audio down. It seems really loud in my headset anyways. So now we're going to see the actual MOBA style of the gameplay, which is going to be pretty much just like you guys have seen in any other MOBA. There's also those single-player challenges, which are not... it's in that same view set as a MOBA, but it's not the MOBA style gameplay. It's not like you're trying to kill them from over there. There's a lot of different ways. A lot of them like defending your area and stuff like that. I've still yet to beat the first one. So right away you guys can see that here we are, these are players. I'm pretty sure. Nope, these aren't even players. This is basically just me, and the opponent is basically the opponent. So it's pretty much just me. I'm not even paired up with random people. Okay, so Wolf Call is my first ability. I'm gonna go ahead and call my Wolf, and we can see down here these are talents. Right here, as at this moment, there's no customization for keybinds, which drives me nuts. So here are all my talents that are available, and as I collect Prime, I can purchase them at any time.
Got the scent?
And then this is the shop, of course, so we can purchase certain items: speed potions, teleportation, removes harmful effects on that one. True Sight, that allows me to see people who are possibly invisible. Magic Eye places invisible lanterns, so basically it's a ward. And then healing potions and what have you. So one thing I hate is that there's no keybind to actually close the inventory, which drives me nuts. That means I have to manually click it, and half the time I can't get it right, and it makes me move the screen. So that's a killer. That drives me nuts. And let's go ahead and look at settings here. We have settings, surrender, escape to the castle. Let's go ahead and go to settings. Resolution, same type of settings here. Graphics high, use window mode in battle if I wanted to. The sound settings, notice they're drastically adjusted compared to the last one. And left click on movement. So it's like there's no keybind settings. I hear that there are going to be. During the stream, I actually had the head of the community management, community manager, who totally ruined this guy, who is going to this is super easy.
Let's get him.
Who stopped by and was just talking to everyone, answering questions. He was very cool. I think his name was I Am Isum. I think that's what his name was. And notice we're actually getting some talents here. I can click T or look at my talents, and I can see which ones I want, or I could just click this one right here, which will give me my recommended one. So for me, I'll just, instead of this one, I'll click this one for no other reason.
Got the scent? Can't hide from me.
And use abilities. I use my 2 ability right there. Everything is set on this hotbar down here. Right here, 1 to 0. And you can actually predefine where you want the ability to show up before you get in the game. So you can actually, when you're in the talents section, what is that?
My hunt begins.
When you're in the talents menu, you can actually set where you want your activated abilities before you come into the game. So they will automatically, like if I wanted Wolf Call at 5, I could set it in that before I get in the game, and it'll automatically put it to 5. I don't have to worry about it being at 1, if it being the first one I bought every single time. So that's just one thing that's really cool, and I know I can't seem to click out of it. There we go. Let me go ahead and adjust the settings again, because the audio is just... No, music's down, voice, volume, sound. There we go.
My
All right.
hunt begins.
And we're doing pretty good here, which is going to be pretty obvious because, well, it's practice. Practice isn't difficult at all. My next ability up, or next upgrade, I can summon 2 wolves, which is really cool. This guy is a huge pain in the butt if you don't know how to fight him, I'll tell you that right now. The characters are pretty unique. The abilities also pretty unique. You really won't see them. I haven't seen them in any other MOBA style. Now, as I'm talking about this, guys, I'm not a fan of MOBA style MMOs, or MOBA style games to begin with. But this style I find a lot more interesting than any other MOBA aside from Smite that I've ever played. Smite, I love the gameplay style because it's a fun gameplay. If they had Smite in a different game mode, I would still love Smite. It's not the game mode that I love. It's not the MOBA style gameplay that I like. It's basically the first person style. I've always liked that game because of the it reminded me of World of Warcraft arena style gameplay, so that's just why I liked it. Not much more than that. So just letting you guys know, I'm not really a fan of the whole MOBA genre. But saying that, this is possibly the best I've ever played because of the unique customizability of each character. I can come in here and just pick whatever talents I want, and I'm not even sure what that X means. Oh, it means I just can't afford it. And I have no idea how you work up to getting these layers, honestly. I'm not quite sure how that works. But this is the basic style, and in the game you have, like you would in any MOBA style, you have the creep, which you guys saw. That's over here. The creep's coming up this way. What you guys don't know is that you have these flags. These flags basically allow you to have this native terrain. This native terrain over here for me is this green land. For them, it's this sort of lush green land. But for them, it's green on the map. For us, it's purple. Well, when you're on this green land and you're fighting, and it's your native terrain, a lot of your abilities will actually have a bonus. So fighting on your native terrain is a major benefit to you, and you want to make sure that you do that before doing other stuff. And this is the creep, or the whatever the heck's called. Where are my wolves? Anyways, so this is the whatever you want to call them. The guys you'd farm in the jungle. It's called the forest in this game, or something else. I'm not quite sure. So you have those, and then you have the flagpoles, which I stated before. Now, when you collect the flagpole, you have to make sure you have a flagpole here before you can collect the flagpole here. That's just the way the game works. You can't collect this flagpole and not have this one. You gotta sort of creep your way through. Also, something that you have is midway. You know, you don't have to run all the way back, but you actually have shops all the way over here, so you guys can actually access the shop, and it has different items. It doesn't just have the items that you had to have way back at the start. So it has specific items you can only buy here at the Shop of the Touch. And along with that, you also have this guy, which gives you some sort of buff. What is that? Refresh Grip. I've never even seen those. This guy right here is like a dragon or whatever, and you fight him, and of course you get this major buff. That's nothing new. So the game pretty much has most of the similarities that you'd find in a standard MOBA, but with a progression system that you can actually aim for. So playing isn't just strictly playing for the one match, and all you're getting is the benefits of the one match during the match, and maybe upping your rank in ranked play. It's a full progression system where you want to learn new abilities, you want to be able to fine-tune talents to make your character as powerful as he can be, which is one of the coolest things I've seen. Other than that, guys, there's really nothing new to the genre. Oh, that's a chicken. Oh, that chicken is dead. No, he's not. He ran. So there really isn't anything other than that new. I was hoping by this point to actually, because this is so easy, I was hoping to be able to progress through this a little bit faster. And, oh, we took that down. Let's go ahead and take this down. And I just want to show you guys, these right here, it's just not showing it on the map. These little shields on the map. Oh, am I getting hit? I am getting hit. Why am I getting hit? Don't die. I didn't buy any potions or anything. Let's see, can I get him? And we got him. And we took that down. Okay, so now we'll be able to scoot over here. Oh no! It's gonna kill me. Can we kill that chicken before it? Oh yeah. A lot of these buildings won't do anything, but these right here are armories. Armories are similar to like the phoenixes in Smite and all that. They basically allow for us to have stronger creep. That's all it is. And there's also these things right here. These scroll workshops. Now the scroll workshops will there's like a mini game which I haven't figured out yet. I'm not quite sure what that is. And then you have basically the base. Here's the end thing right here, Art Templar, and it's gonna kill me. And that right there is the run. That is the thing you want to destroy to win. Come on, get out of there, get out of there. Oh, even if I go over there, I'm gonna die. That's the first time I've ever died in practice. And of course, when you die, you have a cooldown timer and all that stuff. Let's see what my talents are. Notice I have nothing requested up here because it's not suggesting any items, but I can come in here at any time and just go ahead and pick an ability that I would like. You can't get into the shop until you've spawned. I'm not sure why though. I think that's a little silly. It should be able to let you into the shop even though you're dead. And you also have this portal ability, which can be used every 210 seconds. So, and that's that's beneficial to you because you can do something like this, take your teleport and teleport like that. However, when you do that, you can only teleport on your native terrain. You can't teleport on theirs or on neutral ground.
The hunt is over. I win.
Pursuit.
I was hoping to be able to beat this by now, but oh, I have no freaking. Come on, kill him. Where is he? I've never seen that ability. There we go.
Got the scent?
Come on, get him. Get him! Oh, he teleported.
Indispensable fighter.
My hunt begins.
All right, so man, didn't you just die? The same guy? Huh. All right, I want to be able to show you guys the game ending and then show you basically the loot system that they have for when you beat the game. Or when you beat the other opponent. Alright, I'm out of there.
Enemy arsenal destroyed.
Stop attacking me. Ah. Come on, everybody destroy it. Forget about everything else. There we go, and we got a victory. So, it's your basic MOBA style. However, the customization makes it's so unique. I love it. I love it. So we click victory, and this is what we have. I have rewards. I'm not sure why, but it didn't actually reward me with any talents. Normally, it would reward you with talents. You also get these achievements. I'm not sure exactly what they do and what have you. And this is your level system up here, this green bar. Green bar is how many levels where I was before I started the match. The blue is what I gained during this match. This is money used for your castle. You can use it to buy new heroes and stuff like that. That's how you purchase new heroes, with silver. And I believe you can also buy it with gold, which is their game currency that you use to actually buy with real money. Alright, and then so here are the stats. I have killed 13 people, died once, 8 assists. And then the point system, again, I'm not sure what that is. I think that might be experience, but I'm not sure. And then you can go and look at each one individually, and it tells me I think it tells me how many of them I killed. Oh, this is very specific results. Damage dealt, like pretty much in depth into that, and I can look at that for each character. So each person, how much damage he did, how much prime was collected, all that. So yeah. So guys, that's pretty much it. That's prime earned by team, gold in other games, kills by team, stuff like that. Time passed. I'm not sure what this whole bar is, but I think this is the overall match, kind of telling you we were basically overpowered and they were nothing. That's sort of what I think it's saying. Okay, so let's go ahead and close this. But normally, playing a game, you would actually earn talents, and then those talents would then show up over here. Oops. Let's go to my heroes. And then those talents would show up in my talent inventory list right here. And then I'd be able to go through here and be like, ooh, what would be great for this guy? So this one specifically, I think I just picked this up not too long ago, uses 2 abilities that are really great for this guy, strength and agility. So it might be beneficial to actually upgrade this. And you could actually go down here through filter, go to upgrade, and it'll actually show some upgrades that you can use on your character. And I think what that means is that I think that means power level, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. But there's so much to it, guys. It's hard to really explain all of it, but I hope this video has helped you guys. If you guys think this game is interesting at all, please do check it out. You guys go to the Prime Worlds website. Just Google it. Also, I'll put a link down in the description, and you guys can head over there and check it out. It's a completely free game in open beta, and it is made by mcKrawll Entertainment or something like that. That's it, guys. If you guys have any questions, please do leave a comment in the description, and I will get back to everyone as quickly as possible. Anything other than that, please check out the game. It was really fun. I had a lot of fun playing it. It's definitely worth trying it out. So please do that, guys. It's a really good game if you like a MOBA. That's it for me today, guys. As always, keep crawling and peace out.
K-Rawll.